Hello, my lovely students. A very good morning to all. I am Miss Ankita, your social science teacher for class 6 from Monbretia School. Today, we will be starting with very new topic from our chapter Understanding Diversity and Discrimination. So please open your social science book and be ready. Now let us start with the very next topic. Do you know that diversity has a dark side too? It has a very negative impact. Not all appreciate diversity. When a person thinks only one particular way, if you will think only one particular way is the best way to do a particular thing, then you end up not respecting people who prefer to do things differently. If you will think that orange suits a particular person more, but another person is saying no, black suits him more, you are like, okay, he is against my choice. That means I should not talk to him because he is acting different other than my choices. Okay? So these all come under inequality and discrimination. Okay? Now discrimination happens when people act on their prejudice or stereotypes, which we discussed in the previous video. Okay? Now students, see this image. What you can observe in this image? In this image, you will see there are many children playing basketball, right? But you will see that one child is very much sad and worried. And one child in this image, he is acting very rudely towards that particular child who is very much sad. This is called a kind of impact for discrimination. This is inequality, as the particular person in this maroon shirt, he is acting differently, you can say under stereotypes. As why? Because you can see there are so many children, they are enjoying this particular game. Then why is he not allowed to play this game? Because he must be a poor guy, right? As you can see, his dress is toned, right? He is looking so poor. That is why they are removing him from playing basketball. They are discriminating him according to the standard of living, his earning power and background of the family, which is very much wrong, right? We should not discriminate people according to their caste, creed, color, gender, nationality, religion, culture, status, disability or age. Okay? We should respect everyone and we should be very polite with everyone, even if they are rich or poor. If you are playing any game, you see a poor child, you should also encourage him to play with you. You should not discriminate him from playing. Right? Now, let us see what is given in our book. Discrimination happens when people act on their prejudice or stereotypes. Discrimination happens when, if we do something to put other people down. Right? In that image which I have shown you, you have seen that one particular guy, he was putting that poor person down just because he was poor. He didn't wanted that he should play with them, right? So for something, we do something to put other person down. If we stop some people from taking part in certain activities or taking up certain jobs or stop them from living in certain neighborhood. Now, another one is that when we stop a particular person to do any activity together with them. Like you have seen that particular boy didn't allow the poor boy to play with them. Okay? So they are doing certain activity, that is they are playing game, but he is not allowing that poor guy to play with him or stop them from living in certain neighborhood. Many people who are living in a posh area, and when they see any poor person making a small tent house in the corner of the road or anything, they tell them to move from there. Why? Because they will make their area dirty, or they are very poor, that is why they are not matching with their standards, so they remove them. These are all discrimination. Third one, if we prevent some people from taking water from the same well or hand pump, or not allow them to drink tea in the same cup or glasses as others. Now, you will see in many places where people are taking water from a well or a hand pump, and any person who is coming who they think is an untouchable according to their thinking, okay, they think that they are untouchable or they are poor, they don't allow them, they make them move from there. They say that you are not allowed to take water from here because you are poor, you are not of our standard. That is called discrimination. Understood? So these are all wrong deeds. Okay, we should not do things like this. We should do always good things, good cultured things. Okay, if there is any poor person, we should help them, right? We should not discriminate them from the society. They are also human beings, right? So we should be very much equal. We should promote equality and brotherhood, right? Now, let us see about our father of nation, that is Mahatma Gandhi. The father of nation was a great social reformer. He raised his voice against this unhuman practice, that is discrimination and inequality. He even stopped using the word untouchable and called them Harijans. He did not like the culture of untouchability, right? According to him, all were equal, all are equal. So he gave them the name Harijan. He used to stay in Harijan colonies. The national movement led by him provided a common platform to all the people irrespective of their caste or religion. All the national movement which was led by Mahatma Gandhi was being performed and were taken part by all caste or religion. Now next we will see about Dr. Bhim Rao Ambedkar, a reformer who worked hard to eliminate social discrimination from our country, India. Now, Dr. Bhim Rao Ambedkar, from 1891 to 1956, the father of Indian Constitution. Please mark it. Father of Indian Constitution, was also the best known leader of the Dalits. Dr. Ambedkar fought for the rights of the Dalit community. He was born into the Mahar caste, which was considered untouchable. Okay, the Mahars were poor, owned no lands, and the children born to them also had to do the work their parents did. Okay, now Dr. Bhim Rao Ambedkar, he was born in a very poor family in the caste under Mahar caste, okay, which were considered untouchable at that time. Okay, that means they were very poor and did not own any land, and even the children born to them, they also used to do the same thing what their parents used to do. Okay, they lived in spaces outside their main village and were not allowed into the village. They used to live in the outskirts of the village, not inside the village. In spite of adverse condition, he completed his college education and went to England and became a lawyer. Even if in this tough situation, he was so strong and so dedicated that he completed his education and he went to England and became a lawyer. He encouraged Dalit to send their children to school and colleges as he wanted to remove this untouchability He encouraged all the Dalits and allowed all the children to go to school and college. He also urged Dalits to take on different kinds of government jobs in order to move out of the caste system. He promoted government jobs. He led many efforts of Dalits to gain entry into temple. Later in life, he converted to Buddhism in his search for a religion that treated all members equally. Okay, he converted himself to Buddhism just because he can search for a religion which treats all the people equal. Okay, Dr. Ambedkar believed that Dalits must fight the caste system and work towards a society based on respect, not just for a few but for all person. He wanted to remove this caste system, this discrimination, inequality from the society, and he wanted to promote equality and brotherhood in the society. Okay, by this we have completed this chapter. In the very next video I will be giving some objectives for this chapter. Okay, your homework will be that you will read the paragraph inequality and discrimination. Okay, thank you.